This conference will now be recorded.
Thank you. Okay. So, sir, in our last session, we were talking about EAB, and we got some issues and we rectified and we are loaded. And then we notice the amount whatever we input is not updating, but plan is assigned to the worker. It is two reasons. Reason one, sometimes the web service whatever we're using may not be updated as per the latest version. That time we will see the issues. Reason two might be the employer contribution might be hidden at plan level. Okay. So what we will do that will hold, and I will take how to remove the plan, how to assign the plan EAB in our next session. Okay, that will hold because I want to see issue with the EAB or I mean plan type. So today what we will do is maintain benefit coverage. So we have created so far additional retirement, insurance, healthcare. Today we'll create these two plans and we'll pick up open enrollment from tomorrow. Okay.
I don't think we have created insurance.
Insurance we have not created? Oh,
No,
is
we
it?
have not.
Oh, thanks for reminding. Then is it okay? Yeah, even I'm seeing that. Right, sir. Agree. So, oh,
And this is probably one area that we might want to spend a little bit more time.
exactly. Because coverage
So
target.
insurance is, yeah, a bit complex. There's different insurance, there's different rate and other things that are involved with it. So yeah, I mean, this is one area that I would like you to spend a little bit more time on.
Definitely. Thank you for it. So I'm under the assumption, but for what we created relationships and also for healthcare.
We did healthcare, yeah, we did not do insurance.
Okay. Actually, healthcare also required dependents, insurance also required dependents. Okay, it's my bad. Thanks for highlighting that. Not a problem. So definitely it will take more time, 2 or 3 sessions for sure. Okay, so let's create these two plans also today's session, and tomorrow we'll pick up insurance and then we'll proceed to the open enrollment. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So HSA, the spending account is exclusive for USA, not for any other countries I have seen. This falls under flexible spending account. Either of the plan employee can choose and contribute. And employee at the end cannot be grouped the contribution amount for both. Okay. So let's see how to create them. Straightforward only thing was per year how much the employee can pay based on the number of paychecks we have to define. Okay, let's create spending account. I will create one benefit provider for this. Or let's reuse MetLife. Easy. Okay, I'm going. Sorry, let me start here. HSA. I'll create one coverage type. Another one. AMD savings account. So we would like to allow beneficiary
Require.
immediately asks mandatory, then select required. So it will mandate you to enroll dependents, declare either beneficiary or dependents data. Not applicable means not applicable. Optional means employee can choose or can skip. So now I select required icon. So HSA, represent heart symbol. And this we already discussed. These are the standard for all the coverage types. So let's say only one election, display employer cost. We are not using for year end, so ignore this one. Similarly, parallel, I will create another coverage type also. To be honest, based on the workbook, we will create what is the purpose, not aware. when our customers came. So, okay, AMD, let me call it as pending account itself, or flexible. Let's mark it as required. Right. And yeah, let's say eligible for Cobra. So now remember, I'm selecting Cobra because at once we discuss all our topics, we will also going to discuss about Cobra. There we'll play around this plan. I enable Cobra here. Okay. Okay. Sir, now you please help me. We created a benefit coverage type. So what is the next task we have to create? Okay, no problem. Let's create benefit plan. Provider, we'll select MetLife. Plan type, let's select. First, we'll do health savings account. We'll include employee and dependents. Health savings account, AMD health savings. No plan, no descriptions. Participating benefit group USA. Let me see whether I set the right one. So today we'll talk about worker plan eligibility rule, currency USD, frequency, let me say monthly, same the benefit group, and then who are all eligible? Employee plus family. So if you want to include employee, spouse, etc. So let's select only employee family here. If it is an employee, maximum employee can contribute around per annum, right? This per month will take $50. Minimum is $10. Employer also contributing standard amount of $25. Going into the family, 100 is the maximum, and minimum is uh, since it's a family, $20. Employer contribution is straightforward, 25. Okay. So straightforward plans are. Any questions here? Okay. Answer no questions. Just a second.
Hey, Karen, I have a question here.
Yes, please.
Could you scroll up? This is the flexible spending account.
Right.
So
Health
let's
savings.
just health
It's a
savings account. Let's just say by law you are allowed to contribute $2,500 per year.
Sir, can you please repeat again?
So let's just say you are allowed to contribute $2,500 per year as an employee
Right.
and 5,000 as a family. That's the maximum you can do yearly contribution.
Right.
Let's just say your employer is going to provide $1,000 of that,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can contribute the remaining however you wish to. How would you
Okay.
do this?
Okay. Okay. That there are two options for that, sir. Option 1, calculate the deduction earning for this payroll. Okay. Or whenever assign the plan, it will ask you what is the number of paychecks you want to contribute this amount. I will show that one.
Let's
But
just say 26 paychecks. They're on a biweekly.
okay. I'm sorry, can you repeat the question again if you don't mind?
So let's just say for employee, this is what the rule is here, where for you can only contribute $2,500 per year as an employee,
Maximum contribution.
maximum contribution.
Hmm.
However, if you sign up for this, the employer is going to pay $1,000, and you as an employee can contribute up to $2,500.
Okay, can I put it in this way? Employer can contribute maximum of $1,000. Sorry, $2,500 per annum.
Combined is 2,500, 1,000 from employer, and the remaining $1,500 can come from the employee.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Let's do one thing. I will go with employee to give an understanding. So minimum an employee, so 2,500, and he is a bi-weekly, you're saying, right? Let's change the frequency to bi-weekly. Okay, just a second. So $2,500, 1,000 is employee, which means $1,500 by employee in 24 paychecks divided by 24.
26 on biweekly.
Okay.
So it'll be $57.69 per pay period.
Okay, can I say average $57?
Okay.
Right? So let's see,
Yeah.
sir. So minimum $60. I'm sorry, it is maximum, right? Maximum one paycheck cost if it's flexible to pay, let's say, okay, $1,500 as his maximum can contribute. Minimum he can contribute 57 US dollars. And
Wouldn't minimum be $0? So they're up to them if they want to contribute anything, right? So they can contribute up to $1,500.
right, so two options, sir. One is you want to make mandate employee has to contribute. Flexibility, if you give absolutely the plan itself flexibility, employee can contribute anytime, but it should not be more than this much, right?
Correct.
Go with your solution. I will go with 0. And employer contribution is maximum of $1,000. Correct. Let me give it as 0 here. I will update at the worker level. Now let me first I want to test this one to clarify even for me learning. So I will proceed with the rest of the task. Create event. Create benefit event.
So usually there's not an HSA event. A
Sorry.
benefit event would be something marriage, new hire, open
Normally
enrollment.
flex. Go ahead. Let me repeat you. Can you please repeat your question again?
So I'm just saying, normally there's not an event type called HSA. There's usually an event, right? There's open enrollment event, there's a new hire event, there's a marriage event, there's a birth
Right.
of a child event. I'm
Right.
not sure why you're putting HSA event there.
Right. Okay, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't exist.
As I mentioned, one second. Reasons are not marriage, date of birth, new hire, change of termination. This one, HSA. Or if you're fine, I can change this name to, let's call it as flexible. I'm going to include my HSA FSA here. Okay. And coming to this event I want this plan for an employee, anything. When you, for example, I'm assigned, I mean, any marriage. So, employee has married and they want to enroll into flexible spending account. I will tag this coverage type under marriage. Or I want to assign this plan to an employee at the time of hiring. I will assign this coverage type under hiring event. Event you can configure anything, sir. Only the reason, like why are you assigning the plan? Okay, why are you removing the plan? That is defined by this event. And sometimes I may want to assign this plan. I gave an opportunity to an employee to enroll through the open enrollment, but unfortunately, the employee has not enrolled into the plan through the open enrollment. Window has been closed. Now the employee came back and asking us, "Hey, I forgot to enroll myself. The window has been closed." So alternatively, I have two options. One thing, I have initiate admin correction. Another thing, I can create a standalone benefit event type and enroll these two plans to an employee. Right? These are called placeholders. Any questions? Sir? Sorry, questions?
No, I'm just getting a bit confused here.
Okay, don't worry. Let me do one thing. Can I see this?
HSA contribution, yeah.
So like that, we will create some different events. Okay, if you want to change the contribution chain, let's say I will take your scenario. Employee is supposed to contribute $1,500 due to some commitments. He agreed to pay at the month. So we need some event, correct?
Correct.
So we need some place to adjust, correct? So that's the reason putting a standalone one, so HSA.
Okay, makes sense.
Right. So again, I also agree your statement that absolutely true. If you have different customers have different requirements, so sometimes they will go with the standard ones. They can do correction through admin correction also. In that case, you don't need any additional coverage type at all. Up to their requirement, how they want. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Merit benefit. Hmm. No. Okay, let me create our FSA also. Then I will assign here quickly. Two plans. And then bi-weekly itself. So maximum contribution. Can I take the same amounts here also?
Yeah.
Right. So employer has to contribute $1,000, right? $1,000 divided by 26, 38.4. Round figure. That. That's right. So I will assign this coverage type under the new coverage type we created. Benefit event. So under one event, we are giving both the plans. Now the next step, edit enrollment event rules. Start array coverage. Let me call our new event and coverage types. Let's assume no savings. Waiting period on date on coverage begin date predictions under coverage rules. Waiting period signal will discuss the time of open enrollment. Right. Can select any plan restrictions. Defaulting rules. Priority coverage or wait. Since I gave beneficiaries mandatory, we'll see at worker level how it works. Okay. Now the next step is edit plan year definition. Just say okay. Now let's proceed for testing for this worker, sir. Benefits, change benefits. Both should be available. Let me change the date little earlier, so bi-weekly. So submit. Open. Now we'll enroll to health saving HSA enroll. Hmm.
You can't enroll in an
Both the
HSA
plan.
until you enroll in a high deductible plan. So you need to
Yeah.
create a medical plan, high deductible plan.
Okay. So can I say this way? Either of the plan only an employee can enroll, not both. So to give you asked a question, right, sir? Maximum employee can contribute this much amount where we can do a control. For paycheck, how much the employee want to contribute? Per annum, what is the maximum amount is 1,500 means per paycheck.
The maximum would be, let's just say $1,500 for the year.
So divided by, so it's actually the frequency has been taken 12. If you see here, the 11 paychecks.
Okay, so that's 1,500.
Actually, what happened is for just a second. The flexible spending account plan, I might have selected monthly frequency. Or this employee might be part of, okay, let me find out that, let me cancel it. Let's troubleshoot this. So can I say this way, an employee, if electing into FSA, should not be elected into HSA?
Correct.
Or can be, okay. That way system is allowing either one, not both. Got it, sir. As I mentioned, these two are coming directly from US. We will configure as per the design, but thanks. So question is why it is taking 11 paychecks instead of 24 or 26. Let's troubleshoot. I would like to see the first the employee's pay group, which pay group this employee is, monthly or weekly or bi-weekly. Remember, this employee getting salary on monthly. Automatically system is taking 12 months.
Let's just stick with monthly then, if that makes it easier.
Definitely. So let me do some changes to our plan.
Yep.
Now we cannot amend since it is already initiated. Let me see. I will try to cancel. I think the record will be locked. So one thing I noticed, one thing, sorry, one thing I noticed is we no need to create any validation between FSA, HSA. We have inbuilt one.
Hmm.
Okay, great. Now let me edit the plan. No, sir, you cannot change at this moment since the plan is already we assigned. Few things are, this is the problem. You cannot now remove or delete this plan also.
Can you deactivate it and then recreate a new one?
Of course, that can be done. So what we can do here is select it, instance we don't have since we don't have integration account. So normally if you have implementer access, here you will have an option called instance. Okay, in the instance when you navigate, it will tell you mark it as DNU, stands for do not use. Since we don't have that option, what I will do here is I will edit this plan. I will give the plan name as DNU, stands for do not use. Yes, we can. And once you mark it as do not use, we have to perform a data cleanup. That is, go to your edit benefit plan, your definition, remove the plan from the benefit plan, your definition. Save it. Now the plan no longer will be default. Let's get a new one. So now if you see here, when you create a new plan, we no need to create an event or we no need to assign an enrollment event rules. The reason is in the event you are assigning the coverage type. So it's already aligned on that. So no need to assign. Go to your benefit plan year definition. Now we'll proceed for testing. So 11 paychecks. So 1,500 sorry, 1,500 US dollars divided by 12 paychecks. $125 on an average the employee has to pay per paycheck.
If you just put $1,500 annually, would it automatically calculate the per paycheck?
You will get a summary of information. So just a second, what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
You will get a summary here, total annual contribution, something like that. Maximum 18,000 US dollars. Is it updated recently or this is a standard one?
5,000, 2,500 is a standard one annually.
Okay, not a problem. I will also help you on this, don't worry. Okay, what are the paycheck amount you give? Automatically system will calculate average, it will show 1375. So here we have to discuss some scenarios. What if the employee has not worked for 2 months? From where he can contribute? Any guess, sir? What if this employee is already contributed the upper limit? How to control the employee should not contribute more than $1,500? Let's see. If any employee has continuously due to STD, LTD, some leave is on. When he's on leave, there might be no earnings if it is loss of pay. In that case, employee can give a prepaid check to the HR. Hey, they are my benefits. I'm giving a prepaid check. So from this check amount, you can pass it and you can pay for my benefits. Since I'm not getting salary, I'm only giving advance. Another option is he can borrow with the company itself. Okay, to manage his benefits, borrow from the company. Once you back from your leave, you can from your salary you can repay it. These two has to deal by the payroll system. At the same time, if you want to put an up more than this amount, please remember we don't have control at plan level. The control we have at deduction or earning level. Okay, system always keep an eye. It will checks and monitor if the employee is paying more than certain amount to stop deducting from there onwards. Okay, so I will show where we have to define. But any questions on this scenario, sir?
No, and you can some note on the annual company contribution is coming out to be 11,000. It should have been $1,000 yearly.
I gave okay. My plan itself incorrect. I gave $1,000.
You gave $1,000, I think, monthly instead of yearly. So that
Exactly.
needed to be done.
Let's do it. Actually, I'm learning more today. Thank you. You are helping me out. We can create plans, sir, but coming to the norms and all, these two plans, as I mentioned, unclear. Worker history. Let me cancel it. I'll adjust the amounts again. Okay.
Okay. So it should have been $83.33 to be exact. Since it's
Oh,
month.
let's give that amount. Okay, now, yeah. That's what I has mentioned. Let's see. Let me give the amounts per month. Okay, 1,500 divided by
12 will be 125.
12, $125. Okay, let me
Oh,
give
I
you
don't think. I'm trying to think.
125
Hold on.
max.
That may be wrong. So
Employer
maximum, the maximum contribution doesn't specify if that's the employee contribution, if that's the employer. So that should be $208.33.
1,500. 200 and
$8.33. 208. 208.
208. Sorry.
0.33.
That right?
Yep.
Okay.
Minimum stays 0.
Okay.
And then employer is $83.33.
Okay. Let's give it.
Let's try that.
Yeah. So minimum how much we have given at plan level, sir? 83, right?
There you go. Employer contribution $999.96.
Exactly. Annual company contribution. So if
The
I give
only okay, that's annual. And then if you put total paychecks,
total paychecks,
with some rounding issues. Oh,
look at
0.33. 0.33, try that.
203.33.
I think so, yeah.
Hmm.
No, I think it was I think it was 208. So it was 1,500 divided by 12. No. I mean, yeah, that's right. 203. So 24, yeah. No,
Right.
that's not correct either. Because max you can do is 25, 1,500. Maximum contribution is 2,500. $1,000 from the company. That leaves $1,500 for the employee.
Mm-hmm.
Then divide that by, it should be 125.
Exactly. That's what 125. Right.
Now let's put a different number. Let's just put 150. See if you get an error message when you save it. Because you should. There you go.
Yeah, inbuilt validation. Good.
Yeah, if you do 125, then it shouldn't have a error message. Still one error. What is that for?
No. This is different
Beneficiary.
one. Good one. Thank you. Okay.
It's just good to know that you have to actually calculate based on the per pay period or whatever the frequency is.
Exactly. So normally what happens is, what I'm trying to say, I will explain now. 1 second.
Kiran, I have a question. Wouldn't it make sense to create all the plans and then enroll employees instead of creating a plan, enrolling, and then creating another plan, enrolling? So that way
No,
you have all the plans and then you select an employee and then enroll them into every plan, whichever they're eligible for.
that is our upcoming topic, sir. So what I'm
Okay.
doing, each plan we are performing a testing here. Okay. Each plan we're testing. Later, I'm gonna create open enrollment and admin correction. I will group all our plans. So if you want
Right.
to remove or admin, or if you want to initiate open enrollment, so we will do consolidation. That's our upcoming.
Okay.
Okay, average beneficiary employee cost 125. Perfect. So okay. So what I am saying is, we do have another option. Whenever you're creating a deduction
Why is
for
the employer cost not showing up here?
sorry, employer
Why is the
cost.
yeah?
Did we give the employer cost?
I thought we selected it, but
Mm-hmm.
it is selected.
Could be a security, but we are given employee cost. Employer cost $1,000 we gave at plan level also, right?
Oh, I think I know what it is. If you just go
We,
back on benefits
hmm,
on Logan's benefit profile,
okay.
I think it just needs to be scrolled to the right. Let's see. Could you scroll it to the? There you go.
Got it. Nice. Okay. Yeah, another one what I'm trying to say, that payroll team also have an option, sir. Whenever they're doing a deduction, right? They can create upper limit here. I will create a value here. So 2,500, 1,500, right? Max employee. Mhm. Based on current calendar year period end date. Sorry, sir. So normally we'll create a rule here. Okay. What happened? This rule is, it will keep monitor the employee deduction amounts. Whenever the amount is met this amount, Workday doesn't let you allow to employee to contribute more than this. However, at plan level, we have a control validation. Additionally, this also helps whenever processing. Yeah, right. Okay, sir. I know. In fact, today's session you only driven. Thank you. So, any questions on that area?
No question there. Just trying
Do you
to
have
see.
on your project? Mhm.
I had a question, but I'm going. It's a bit complex situation that I'm kind of dealing with right now. I've had an employee who had gone on a leave, and he was on a leave for more than 16 weeks. So when you go beyond 16 weeks, you're no
Mhm.
longer enrolled, or you're not participating in long-term and short-term disability.
Mhm.
However, when the person was on leave, the HR person, when they were on leave, they went through an open enrollment, and the HR person enrolled them in basically did the open enrollment for the employees and
Okay.
enrolled the employee in a vision plan. Before that, that employee was not participating in the vision plan.
Okay.
So now the employee is back, and when you return from your vacation, you're not allowed to elect or make changes to the plan. You basically are allowed to just elect whatever the plan you are. So in this case, all they were trying to do was elect the short-term and long-term disability, but keep the rest the same. But what is happening is when they go through the process, the vision is not showing up. Basically, it's not giving them the option to select vision.
Hmm. So, okay, in multiple instances. So, do you want to allow the employee to choose to select vision? And you are saying the
Well,
employee is not able to view the vision?
yeah, so what happened was, so kind of the backstory, the employee was not participating in the vision in the past.
Hmm.
She went on leave in November, actually, she went on leave in late October. Open enrollment started in November 1st to November 15th. The HR
Okay.
person went and did the open enrollment for the employee
Mhm.
and selected the vision in open enrollment. But then they couldn't select the long-term, short-term disability because they were still on leave. Since they're not eligible, they're on leave. And then February, now she's returning back to work, and she wants to enroll in just enroll in the long-term and short-term disability because it's employee company paid.
Okay.
Well, she can't enroll in short-term and long-term disability, but then she
Hmm.
can't enroll in vision.
Okay. Okay.
So the only thing I can think of is when when the HR person enrolled the employee in vision during open enrollment, she
Hmm.
selected a group uh, employee on leave.
Okay.
She should have selected the group 20 plus hour employee.
Okay.
So basically what the system is looking at is before that open enrollment, she was not participating in vision
Mm-hmm.
because now they're selected in two different groups. When the HR person selected in vision, I don't know how it happened, but somehow she selected employee on leave. There's a group within the
Which
system. One for, basically
maybe
one is intern, one is 20 plus hour employee, less than 20 hours employees, and there's a group for employee on leave.
mm-hmm.
So according to the rule, they should not be able to select vision because initially she had waived it, but then the HR person enrolled it in vision during open enrollment, but chose the group employee on leave instead of choosing the group 20 plus hours. Maybe probably sounds confusing, but
Sir, if you're fine, we can do one thing. But please think about that. If you're okay, tomorrow we can troubleshoot that one. But only thing was you may require to share your screen. We are
yeah,
not
that's one thing. That's one thing I cannot do.
because yeah, I can understand. Some sensitive information we are not supposed to reveal. I can
Yeah,
agree.
it's not even my own. I have like 4 or 5 clients that I manage. So it's one of my clients.
Oh my, you're working so
But
many customers. Okay. Right, I agree, sir. Let's do one thing then. Put some data points on the one spreadsheet or a Word document. Tomorrow I will give the screen sharing permissions to you. You please share the document
so
on the.
actually tomorrow I'm not gonna be available.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm actually traveling for work.
okay.
I'm not even available the entire next week either.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be back on I guess our next session is gonna be on the 6th.
Okay, sir. But thanks. I would like to highlight one more thing here. Even I want to check, but since we are already talking on that, so I have few dates where even actually there is some. I'm trying. I'm traveling for in the month of March. Month of March, 9, 10, 11 I'm available. 10 also I can still spend. I think, but I don't know the noises and all. So
But you'll be available on the 7th and 8th.
for sure, sir, without missing. Yeah.
Okay. So let's reconnect on 7th, which is my 6th and your 7th. And
Yeah.
then at that time, let me know what your schedule is, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you so much, sir. Definitely.